another video. So today continues another installment to my college advice series. Today we are going to be talking about making friends in college, as this was the #2 most requested topic for me to talk about. So I understand going to college is very nerve-wracking and it's really hard to establish friendships and make friends and get involved and not feel lonely or homesick because all of your friends are either back home or at other campuses around the world. So this video is just going to be some tips for you guys to keep in mind so that you guys can go out into college and try your best to make friends and establish connections. So the backstory is I'm really a homebody, and some people may think that I like to go out and just be social, but I like to stay in my room and make YouTube videos and be by myself. I don't really like to go out as much as it may seem. Once I got to college, I started to go out a little bit more just to establish connections and not seem really bored in my dorm room by myself, and to record videos because of course I wanted to do college vlogging. So in order for me to do that, I was going to have to go out and get involved and just be around my campus. So I'm just used to staying at home and making my videos and just being by myself. I'm not really the type of person to have a whole bunch of friends and have a big clique of friends. This just wasn't me. And in high school, I had a lot of issues and a lot of drama with friends and calling girls my friends. As you guys know, I had a video where this girl, slept with my ex-boyfriend, and it was just crazy. So it was really hard for me to call someone a true and genuine friend. So I was so happy going into college because I feel like I got a chance to just start over. And I feel like a lot of you girls that asked me about this topic or that are watching, this is kind of where you guys are at too. You went through high school and you had your close friends, maybe about 2, 3, maybe 4 people at most, but you're ready to make new friends and you're ready to go into college establishing real genuine friendships with people. And that's the same type of boat I was in amongst going into college. So my roommates and I, the 6 of us total, had a group chat, an iPhone group chat from maybe March before we moved in. So March of 2015, that's April, May, June, July, August. So 5 months in advance before we even moved into our dorms. So we really got to know each other and we were all gonna be a nice tight group. Of course it didn't end up like that because not everybody can just get along, but that was really what we were doing, and those were the people who I was going to consider my friends or my potential friends and my associates when I moved into my dorm room. So like I said, not everything turned out well and not everybody's cool to this day, but I was actually really happy that those were the girls that I made friends with, because even though I'm not cool with everybody at the end of the day, it still taught me some lessons. I still got to see what it was like to have some new girls behind me, and I got to meet some new people. So with that being said, I'm going to give you guys some tips on making friends and getting involved on your campus. Tip number 1 is to go to all the beginning of the semester freshman oriented events. So basically the freshman orientations and the freshman parties and just the things that are just geared towards freshmen. Remember, everyone is in the same boat as you. Everyone's new, everyone's fresh. Nobody knows who each other is. If you think, extending out a hello to somebody is doing too much, people will appreciate that because not everyone has friends too. Don't be intimidated by seeing those girls who seem like they got it all together and they're already cliques and best friends with their roommates, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, that's not going to work out towards the end of the semester. So my thing is to make sure you get involved and go to those events. Force yourself to get up. Try your best to go with a roommate. That way you can feel a little bit more at ease. But definitely try and get up and go to these events because it's going to help you. Everyone there is in the same boat as you, and everyone is a freshman and looking to make new friends and establish connections just like you are. Tip number 2 is to join clubs that you are interested in. This is the easiest way to make friends in my opinion. So I'm into videos and fashion, and I'm African, so I went to general body meetings of some of the organizations that I thought I wanted to join at the beginning of my semester. I'm into fashion, so I went to this meeting. It's called the UT Stylist, University of Toledo Stylist. And basically it's a fashion group and a makeup group and a blogger and fashion shows. And they have all these things, basically things that I'm really interested in. And it was at that meeting that I kind of got to meet some people and follow some people on Twitter and see who was kind of in the same boat as me. All the types of things that the girls like to do in there, I like to do. And we were all pretty much girly girls. Although I never really stuck with the group throughout the whole entire semester in my freshman year, it was still nice to meet some people, because then when I wanted to borrow some lashes or find some lash glue or get opinions on something fashion related, I could definitely hit those people up through Twitter, and it was just easy for me to establish friends even though I didn't stay in the group the entire semester. Also, I am Nigerian, so I did join the African People's Association, and that was the best thing that I did the entire year. I was in the African People's Association fashion show for the African night that they had towards the end of my freshman freshman year, and that was like the most fun I had the entire year. I met the most friends. All the people that I met during the fashion show, all the other models, those were like key friends that I made. Not saying that I talked to them on a regular, but I actually got to meet people. That way when I'm walking by in the student union or walking by on campus, I can just say hi and they say hi to me back, and I feel like I actually have somebody. I met models that were living on campus, living off campus, that were Greeks, that were in other organizations, and it just was really a big way to branch out, and I think that was like the best thing I did. So joining clubs on campus that are geared towards your interests is definitely the way to go if you really want to make friends, because you always want to have friends that are just like you. So why not join a group that you're interested in and make friends that have the same interests as you? The third tip is to not be shy. So I understand it's really awkward going into college and just trying to talk to people and talk to strangers, but you just need to get over that, because like I said, everyone's in the same boat as you. You want to extend some gratitude towards people, but you don't want to be overbearing. So you want to say hi and bye and introduce yourself, but don't be all up on someone. Don't be trying to be really buddy best friends and taking a lot of pictures with them and posting them on social media and tagging them and everything as if you guys are the best of friends and known each other for like forever, because it's just weird and it kind of gives off like the wrong impression, like it's really overbearing. So don't be shy. Definitely extend some gratitude and, you know, just give a little salutation. Hi, my name is Chioma. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and my major is business and pharmacy. That's pretty much what everyone's doing. When you meet someone, they're probably going to ask you the same questions. What's your name? Where are you from? And what's your major? So once you have those 3 questions down, you can then ask those questions to other people, and then it might spark up a conversation, because especially when you're like me, who was from Philly and everyone else was from either Michigan or Ohio, because I go to school in Ohio, everyone always want to know, oh, why'd you come this far? What's in Philly? I've never been there. Like asking me questions about where I'm from, and I was able to spark conversations with these people because they've never been to where I'm from. So it was just easy for me to make friends because I wasn't being shy about it and I was being open. Tip number 4 is to go out to parties and events, especially with your roommates. This gives you time to survey the campus and survey areas and see other people and probably meet other people while you're out. It also gives you the chance to see how people act in public, and then you can sit there and decipher, oh, she's too much for me, I can't rock with her, I can't be her friend, or this girl is like me because she's chilling, or she's this and I'm also like that, let me go talk to her. It just makes you see how people are gonna act outside of campus. It basically gives you an outside look on who to hang with, who not to hang with, how people act in public, who's in what clique, and if you're going to be amicable with those people. The 5th and final tip is the most vital tip in making friends, and it is to be yourself. A lot of times girls will come into college like their life is so perfect, like they come from the most luxurious family and they have all these things and their hair is done, their nails done, they have a Louis bag and all this stuff, when in reality that may not be true, and they're just trying to put on a front so they can seem like they're the best person there is to offer on campus. Wipe that out of your mind. Don't come into college faking like that, like you have this and you have that. If you come from nothing, you come from nothing. If you come from something, you come from something. But the best thing is to be true and authentic to everyone that you come across, because eventually those lies that people tell are going to come out. I've seen instances where people acted as if they had this and they had that, or if they didn't have something that they did have, and people would finally find out and the people wouldn't even like them because they're feeling like they're fake, and no one wants to have a fake friend. The crazy part is in college there is a lot of competition amongst girls, and especially amongst the black girls if you go to a PWI, because the community is just smaller, and a lot of these girls put on this fabricated persona and they don't even realize that they're doing it, and you don't want to fall into that. I want people to just take one thing from this entire video, and it is to be yourself once you come to college. Definitely portray yourself in the most authentic way that you can, and don't even feed into any type of negativity or any type of fakeness. If you get your name wrapped up in any of that, it's not going to be a good look for you. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys take some tips from what I said. Basically what I'm saying is you want to be yourself and not be shy, and go out to these events and try to be as social as possible. I understand it's going to be awkward. I understand that some people can be very shy and timid, but the best way to do it and the best way to overbreak these barriers of not having any friends is to just go for it. If you go for it and someone shoots you down, then you go on to the next person. This is college. It's a big campus. There are thousands of students on the campus that are just trying to get the same education that you are, so it's worth a shot trying to make as many friends in the most best way possible. So that is it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget to follow me on Snapchat. It's where I have a lot of behind the scenes college stuff and makeup stuff and all of that stuff and story times. Don't forget to add me on my other social media networks, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Tip number 4 about sex in college is to wait. Don't get caught up. My thing is really get to know the person that you want to be sexually active with. Even if you just want to have casual sex, just make sure that you kind of know about that person. Don't let him hit on the first night.